Kemi Badenoch has branded Sir Keir Starmer a coward who has no moral core. This isn't a fierce attack on Labour in the run-up to the elections. Of course, we have the local elections, the mayoral elections. We have a by-election taking place in Runcorn as well, if you didn't know, and they're all happening on Thursday. Now, the Conservative leader has accused the Prime Minister of lacking the courage to admit his mistakes as she attacks his response to the Supreme Court ruling. Now, she has actually made, or she's written an article in the Telegraph, actually, urging people to vote Conservative in the elections that are happening on Thursday. And then Labour has responded to this, saying her deeply personal attack on the Prime Minister is a sign she was flailing and desperately trying to make herself relevant. Now, actually, I think on this particular aspect, she is right. Keir Starmer has shown no contrition.
No contrition
He said that trans women are women.
Yes.
Then once the judgment came out, there was an absolute silence from him. We heard nothing from the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Now he seems to have backtracked, but he has never said, sorry, I got it wrong.
He should say sorry. And I'll tell you, there's a poignant story which is relevant to the Magic Circle, because this week we found and had a big ceremony for Sophie. And Sophie Lloyd was the first woman ever to come to the Magic Circle. It got press all over the world. And basically what happened is, when we launched the society, women weren't allowed until 1991.
Yep.
But she did the best magic trick ever by basically pretending to be a man. She got in. When women were allowed in, they revealed that she was a woman. They threw her out. We put that right. But what I love, the Matt cartoon, which is why it's relevant for Keir Starmer, he got a picture of the Magic Circle, said, this used to be an all-male society, but then Keir Starmer said a woman can have a magic wand. There you go. So it's all there. And we had a wonderful thing at the Magic Circle on Thursday night. We invited Sophie along and we apologised to her for throwing her out. And so saying sorry is the hardest word in politics.
But you see,
he should do that.
Well, I was going to say, in terms of politics generally, politicians need to learn to say sorry more often, because actually the electorate is very forgiving.
Yeah.
If you go down a particular pathway with a policy and then you realise the policy isn't working, I think it's okay to say, look, we thought this was the right thing. It turned out not to be. We have now changed course.
Yeah,
and actually, you would win respect and brownie points.
You would. And what I also find strange, David, is why people are so reluctant about U-turns. Because actually, a U-turn is good. I thought you always remember Maggie
U-turn if you want to. This lady's not returning.
Very deep voice for Maggie.
Well,
but not
she
that.
had quite a deep voice.
She trained that.
She did train
that very well. Rather like staged things in Vaticans. The reality is the reality is that a U-turn is good. You just turn around and say, based on the latest information, this is our view now. And we were wrong beforehand, we're now